Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today we're going to draw Mr. Incredible. So let's get in at the top. He's going to be sort of front facing forwards. His arms are going to be on his hips, and then kind of like a bit of a superhero pose, yeah? So let's go in there at the top. So we're going to work out the top area is about there. So I'm just going to pop a little dot about there. This is going to be the top of his head and his hair. So now I've got this dot in, I can do a little quiff, yeah? So what I'm going to do is just going to go from this point, just take my pen and kind of go around like that and then curve back up. Then I'm going to just move out a little bit of this top line and just bring it in a bit, sort of like the top of his hair that kind of curves around. Then we'll just add a couple of little sort of strokes there to show it's his hair. Okay, now I've got that in, I can work out where the rest of his head goes. So his head kind of comes down this way and kind of really sort of tapers out where the chin area is. Got a really big chin. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do a little angled line where the hair is sort of here, sort of just like that. And on the other side as well here, sort of angles sort of down that way. Then kind of comes in either side. So I'm going to just draw in from this point like a little curve down, and this point a little curve down there. Okay, that's the side of his head. Then he's got like two little ears, so I'm going to pop in just a little like arc, like curve this way, like one in there, and then one in this side, like that, sort of like the same either side. And then let's go tackle that chin. So got a big old sort of chiseled chin. So this side, I'm going to go take the pen where the lower part of the ear is that we just made. Really just sort of come out really wide, okay? Same this side, so come out really wide just under the ear point. Now I've got that in, I'm going to work out the main sort of point of his chin is around here. So what I'm going to do is just draw a line in the middle here, kind of just sort of curving like that, okay? Big old chisel chin. Then I'm going to join it up. So where we've got these gaps, just fill them in, just join it up there. So it's quite a big chiseled chin on him, right? His neck keeps continuing outwards. So from the chin there, we sort of almost just come out a little bit more where the chin is, when the chin is to the neck. And this side too kind of comes out, just go in a little bit, just sort of come in like that. We then can cap it off with a curve. So we're just going to sort of draw the neck area of his clothing. Almost like a collar there. All right, cool. Now I've got that bit in, I think it might be quite nice just to get the facial features done. So he's got a black mask on. So that mask, if we work out sort of the top of the mask is sort of where the ears are here. Top part of the mask is here on the bridge of his nose. So I'm just going to draw a line there on the bridge of his nose, yeah? Now I've got that in. I'm going to go a little bit higher above there, and that's the other part, sort of the top area of his mask. Right, let's get his nose in. So kind of got a little bit of a pointy nose. So a little bit lower down, we're just going to do another little line like that, yeah? So we've got like 3 little dots in there now. Now that lower line where the nose is, I'm going to just taper it up like that, just pop the nose in there. Then let's pop that sort of trademark smile he has in. So he's got quite a big smile and it leaves quite a lot of chin. So just below the nose, I'm just going to do a little curve like that. And then either side of this nose, I'm just going to just pop out a little bit just to show like his sort of cheeks there. And then maybe just on the edge of this smile, I'm just going to just like add a little dot. So it's like quite a sort of superhero handsome smile he's got. Okay. Let's work out now where the mask is. So we've drawn that lower part there where the nose sort of hits the bridge. So I'm going to go to the sort of almost to the edge now. So I'm kind of going to go almost to this point here, and I'm going to actually go right up to the edge on this side. So from that middle part, I'm going to draw a curve around to that dot I've just made. Just curve it around like that. And this side, just curve it around like that. This top area, he actually sort of got a bit of sort of expression in his eyebrows. So this top area kind of just comes up a bit higher. So what I'm going to do is just take the pen from where we've drawn that higher dot, just sort of bring it up like that, and then just curve it around to the mask area there. This side is a bit lower, so I'm just going to curve it around down and join it up there. Then I'm going to do 2 ovals, sort of where the nose sort of area is here. Just going to do an oval kind of here, and an oval kind of there. Got quite lifelike eyes, I suppose. Then what I'm going to do is just going to pop just little black dots in there, like that. Nice, okay. Right, now I've got the face in. Let's work out the body. So it's got a massive like upper torso, like really muscular. So what I'm going to do is just try and get the shoulders in first of all. So his chest like comes around this way. So first of all, on this side, I'm going to just draw a little line down like that, like the upper shoulder chest area. And this side, let's just draw that shoulder area there. So that kind of comes around that way, just a little line there. And then what we've got is a big old sort of boulder shoulder. So I'm going to do a curve that's going to probably come around to about there, from here to there, okay? So just like a big old sort of curved shoulder like that. Then this side, the shoulder's a little bit lower down. Actually just going to bring that pen line down a little bit. And we're just going to do a big old shoulder area sort of from there, sort of down to about this point. Maybe there, yeah? So let's just pop that in. Nice, okay. Right, I've got that upper shoulder area in. Now I can work out where his pecs are. So we almost continue this pen line down here, sort of where the shoulder area is. So it kind of comes down to, I would say, probably about here. What we do, we just sort of, maybe just get an idea of a line and bring a line in there. He's got that sort of big old pec. Gets right across this way. And I would say we probably want to pop a little sort of arc sort of around here. So I'm going to go kind of draw in an arc like that there, right? Big old wide chest he's got. Then I can work out like the lower torso, sort of the, well, mid torso to lower. So I'm going to pop a little dot about there, and I'm kind of going to take my pen, just sort of bring in like the mid part of the torso there, and then bring in a little line where it comes to the mid of the torso. This side we see more of just sort of the rib cage and the abs, and that is basically just going to be a curve down to about the same point, yeah? So that's just going to be a curve that kind of comes out, down like that. Nice, okay. Now, I'm going to pop a line in here, yeah, and this is the belt area. What I can do now is just draw a curved line either side across here. Now his hand is going to actually come round this way, so I'm not going to complete the belt, but I think it's quite nice to just sort of put that marker in. So take the pen and just curve it around to about there. This side, same sort of thing, it's just like a little band. Curve it around like that. Nice, okay. Let's now continue this torso. So the sort of lowest midpoint of the body, sorry, the lowest point of the body is probably about, let's think, probably about here. Just going to mark out there. Then he's got this incredibly like muscly top area of his sort of upper leg, and then it goes quite small at the bottom. It's like quite a stylized character. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably draw a line that comes around here, probably to about this point. So get your pen just under that belt. We're going to draw a fairly straight but diagonal line around, out, and in like that. And then in the midpoint here, we're going to just take our pen and curve it in like that. This side, similar sort of thing. We're going to, the outer part, we're going to sort of come from the belt area. Just going to leave maybe just about there, because the hand will be coming in this way. So similar sort of thing for this sort of superhero stance. I'm going to just draw a line up around here. So big old like calf muscle there, upper leg muscle there. And then this side just sort of come in and taper it really severely. Like massive chunky upper legs. Then all we need to do is sort of just draw two little lines in for the knees on either leg, just like that. And then his calves kind of like taper out again. The leg sort of tapers out ever so slightly to his boots. So to show that, I'm just gonna draw out this line in little curves. This side, draw out with lines like that. Let's pop his legs in now. So he's got these boots on, and they kind of come upwards either side. So if I start just outside of the leg here, and I'm going to end up sort of around here, and all I'm going to do is sort of draw a curved line that comes up. And same here, I'm going to sort of take my pen sort of about there, just draw a curve and come up like that. Cool. These lower legs then really taper in crazily. They probably come down to about here. This foot's sort of facing this way, so I'm going to just get my pen and I'm going to curve it in ever so slightly, then really come in. This side, go from here, really come in like that. This side, same thing again. Take my pen, really curve in. And this side, really sort of taper and curve in like that. So that really come in. Right, now I've got those bits in. Let's put the heels in. So just a line there. I'm going to curve this foot area here. So just draw the foot. Foot's really, really small. So just a really small little curve around and back to the heel. Like tiny, aren't they? This side, heel's about here. And I'm going to just curve around, sort of just a bit more front footed. And then really just pop a little curve there and just bring it back to that middle point. Right there, right? Tiny little legs on him. Okay, we've got those bits in. Let's work out the arms. So this arm is sort of behind here and comes into the sort of belt area. So like a bit of an angle like that, yeah? So all we have to do here is sort of work out, his arms are absolutely huge. And I think just below the pec, I'm just gonna draw a little line where that sort of rib cage is. And then the outer part of this arm, that's just gonna sort of curve to about maybe this point. So just sort of curve in, sort of like the tricep. Then he's got sort of big gloves for the whole of his like lower arm. So first of all, I'm just going to draw a little curve like that, sort of to chop it off. And then what we're going to do is really sort of bring in the arm here. So this really comes in down here like that. This side, similar sort of thing. It sort of tapers in. So we're just going to bring it in like that. A really quite severe angle. Then he's got his hands in a sort of clenched fist pose. So all we have to do on this side is just come out that way. And then this side, we're just going to come out here and in. And that's just the hand area, okay? Right, this side, I'm going to do the bicep first. So this is a real big, again, like real big muscly bicep. So we're just going to come out probably to about, let's think, probably to about there. Just join that up with a little curve, like big old bicep. And then the outer part of the arm probably comes out sort of proportion wise to about, say, here. And all we've got to do is just sort of draw like a curve from the lower shoulder and down to about there. Bring that in ever so slightly there. And then again, we're going to draw this curve for the sort of the big glove he's got on. So from that bicep inner part, we're just going to draw a curve around like that. Just come out a bit further as well. Now we've got some room underneath here to draw that lower arm. So just going to bring my pen, curve and in like that. And then on this side, I'm going to just bring a nice little curve, sort of taper it in to about there. Now we've got this sort of cross area here. All I need to do is, with this again, it's like a clenched fist, just bring it into the lower torso, come around here, sort of give an idea of some fingers in there and sort of clenched fist and knuckles, and then we'll just join that up like that. Right, okay, that's the outline done. Let's just go in there and just add a little bit of detail. So the most obvious part of the detail now is the logo for the Incredibles. So I think probably just about here, on his chest, we're going to do a circle for the eye, okay? So just pop circling like that. Then it's got the rest of the eye, which is almost like a rectangle. There's a little sort of angle at the top of it, like that. 2 lines, sort of be bold, 2 lines there, and then just join that up, okay? There's then, probably from about this point, we're going to draw a circle that sort of hits sort of this point, just sort of the mid part of the eye here. Just draw a little looped curve around here. So we're just going to draw a little looped curve there. And then we're going to go from the lower part of that circle we've made to a lower part of the eye there. And again, we're just going to do a little loop around it, okay? So little loop like that. Then we're kind of going to pipe it and just draw like a stroke around that. So it's going to come underneath this point here. It's going to be tapered, so it's going to be smaller there. Then we're going to come around to the top of the eye there. And then under here, we're going to go from the under part of the eye there. We're going to bring it round to the top of the eye here. So we're going to go around like that and then sort of chip in like that. Cool, okay. Now I've got that in. I think I just need to pop in a little bit of like shading. So all I'm going to do is, this part's quite shaded, so let's pop in a few little hatching lines here. A few little, no, it's going to have sort of like the under part of his pecs here, so I'm just going to almost like just denote that a little bit here. Just pop a few little lines in, so we'll give it a comic effect. Under here is quite dark as well, like under the underarm and the rib cage. So I'm just going to, first of all, pop some little hatching like that. Then on this side, I think I'm going to pop a little bit of hatching there. And you can do as much of this or less of this as you want. It's really up to you on this point. I think that's pretty good on here. I think there's just a little bit, a few little lines I just want to put around the belly area, like that. Then actually on the gloves, I'm going to do them black, but I'm going to leave a little chip of white on it. So I'm going to draw in the glove, like a little triangle like that. Maybe there's a little bit, just looks like a rounded rectangle on the actual hand part. This part, I'm going to do a similar sort of thing. So I'm going to sort of start here and draw like a little curvy rectangle around the glove, sort of follow how the arm might come in. Then I'm just going to pop almost like a little sort of block in there, and I'll fill those in a bit. At the top here, this collar is a little bit wider, kind of comes out at the side, so I'm just gonna sort of fill in the blacks a little bit around there. And then his hair, you can kind of see his hair line on the character, so I'm just gonna come in a little bit, kind of just show Mr. Incredible's hair there. All right. There's also a little curve in the ears if you want to put those on like that. Okay, I think that's the top area kind of sorted. Down here, it's got its like superhero pants on. So all I need to do with that is go from that belt area at the top here to the corner of the middle of the legs there. Just a line there. Just a line up on the opposite side as well. Okay. Again, maybe there's a bit of shading and shadow here, so what I'm going to do is just sort of pop some cross hatching in, just on the leg this side where the shadow's coming down. The inner part of the leg, I think, let's just sort of pop a few little lines in there, maybe just show the muscle off, like either side, and I think the inner part of the leg, that'll be quite sort of dark, so just pop a few lines there. We'll fill in the rest of this in a minute with some black colour. The inner part there, and probably like, yeah, the inner part here. And then the legs, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put like a little V, like sliver, where the light's going to be bouncing off of his boot. So I'm just going to bring my pen down to the centre there, taper it in, a little V like that. And maybe there's a little sort of circle on the foot area that the light will bounce off. Same thing here, so pop a little line there, and then I'm just going to do a really similar thing there. Okay, right. Now I've got that in, let's go grab the black pen. So let's grab a black, and I'm just going to fill in those sort of black areas. Ooh. So what I'm going to do is start off with the Incredibles logo. So in there, that's a nice black colour. Sort of start blocking in these blacks on the character. We'll really start adding a lot of contrast and make the picture pop. Just under here, like, we're going to go really bold, and we're going to sort of fill in. Let's change to the chisel tip. Block in all these areas here. And on this side here, I'm going to block in under the arm area here. Just bring your pen round, match it up to any stroke areas you've done. You can see it starts really giving it a bit of contrast now. The glove areas, I'm going to fill those in black, but those little sort of slivers of white keep, so it just kind of gives an idea of what kind of material Mr. Incredible's gloves are. So sort of real, like, high glossy, contrasty gloves. Okay, and then see this side, similar sort of thing. Just going to fill those in. Just be careful around the bits of light, chips of light. Really effective. Just adds a really nice pop. Okay, that looks good. One thing we do have to do now, obviously, is the eyepieces, the mask. So once we get this in, it will really start looking like Mr. Incredible. Just got to be really careful around the eyes. Okay, that's starting to look really like him now. Okay, his underpants, well, they are black as well, so fill those in. And then we've got a blocked in area here. This is really nice now, the sort of contrast where we've got the blacks. And there, just fill in a bit around the leg. Maybe we can just add a little bit there. And then I think we can just add a little chip of dark at the lower parts, either side, sort of there and there. I think that looks pretty good. Then we've got the boots, so I'm just gonna get the finer tip. Just again, very much like the gloves, there's like a little sliver of light sort of bouncing off them. I think it's quite nice to have the toe areas have a little bit of that sort of light bouncing off it as well. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Just get my Sharpie and just beef up some of these outer areas a little bit. Not too much I need to do. It's quite a bold picture with all of these sort of colours in that I've made. Maybe just pop it into the shoulder and the leg area, like chunky legs it's got. Nice. Okay, yeah, that just adds a little bit of extra pop to our comic character. Right. Okay, next up, let's get in there, give him some colour, right? So first of all, I'm just gonna get myself like a deeper sort of sandy hair colour and just sort of add a little bit of trademark hair to him. Just a little bit like that. Next up, just grab myself a bit of a skin colour. Just sort of a little bit of pinky skin on him. Just lifts him from sort of the black and white sort of stage now. Be careful, just want to add in the right places. Maybe there's a bit of light sort of bouncing off the middle of his chin. Around here, so we can fill in around here. Put those ears in. Maybe just a bit of light bouncing off on the forehead area there. just hit it a little bit more, just enhance the colour a bit. Yeah, that's nice now, that looks good. Okay, next up, let's go get ourselves the orange colour, so the Incredibles logo, these little bits, these little bands, they sort of start off orangey. So I'm just going to add a little bit of sort of that orangey colour just on the edges of these points. And then for the belt area, let's fill that in nice orangey colour. Maybe there's a little bit we can leave, or a little chip of light. And the rest of it we can colour in this nice vibrant orange of his suit. Okay, just go grab myself a nice bright yellow and let's pop the Incredibles logo in. So I'm just going to do a circle around that eye there. I think the middle bit is quite white. This part's very yellow, so pop that in. And then these edges we'll just add around to the logo. That's all we got to do. And then finally, the last thing, get myself a really nice vibrant red and just start colouring that in. So start at the legs, shall we? Just block in this colour. It's really nice colour with this pro marker. Nice vibrant red colour. Just sort of fill that in. Nice bold comic colour. It's really starting to look like Mr. Incredible now, right? Alright, trousers done. Let's go into the arms over here. Just start blocking those in. Nice solid fill colours. Just make sure I go around the Incredibles logo. Around the edges here. Just block that colour in, lock it down. It's looking like Mr. Incredible from the Incredibles now, right? Just that nice red fill. It really helps. And I think all those blacks we've added actually give it a really nice high contrast. That's nice, looking good. Just give it a bit of a double hit in some areas, so it's just a nice even red. We've got alright, there we go. What I might just do, just go grab myself a very light blue, just in these little bits on the gloves. Just fill in ever so slightly. A little bit of blue, yeah, that's nice. Then maybe just get myself just that sort of goldy colour again, and just on the belt, just sort of fill that in there. Nice, okay, really like that. So that is Mr. Incredible on Art Draw. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.